Good evening and welcome to the news. First, the headlines. President Draupadi Murmu hails Gondwana University Gadchiroli for imparting education to large number of tribal students and underprivileged groups. Government has notified three-member advisory board, says Social Welfare Minister Paul Lyngdoh. Nine athletes have been selected for training to compete at international level and Olympics, says Sports Minister Shakliar Warjri. And Federation of Rewar Mingi Local Darbar meets Social Welfare Minister Paul Lyngdoh with a suggestion to set up Village Task Force Committee. The news in detail. President Draupadi Murmu has underlined the commendable performance of girl students of Gondwana University and called it an important step in the direction of women's empowerment. Addressing the 10th convocation of Gondwana University today, the President expressed hope that other girl students will get inspiration from the large number of girls graduating and winning gold medals at the convocation. About 45% of the graduates and more than 61% of the gold medalists were girl students in today's convocation. Around 3,200 tribal students graduated in the convocation ceremony held today.
मैं इस विश्वविद्यालय में आज उपाधि प्राप्त करने वाले सभी विद्यार्थियों को बधाई देती हूँ। ये प्रसन्नता की बात है कि डिग्री प्राप्त करने वाली विद्यार्थियों में लगभग 45% छात्राएं हैं और 61% से अधिक स्वर्ण पदक छात्राओं ने जीते हैं। ये छात्राएं विशेष बधाई की हकदार हैं क्योंकि इनसे प्रेरणा लेकर अन्य छात्राएं भी आगे बढ़ेंगी।
Social Welfare Minister Paul Lyngdoh informed that the state government has notified a three-member advisory board ahead of enforcing a stringent act against drug abuse called the Prevention of Illicit Trafficking in Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances PIT-NDPS Act 1988. Briefing the media, Lyngdoh informed that the advisory board will comprise of retired Justice Shivaji Pandey as chairman and senior advocates N.D. Chulai and Shering Yangi as members. He also said that with the constitution of the advisory board, they are now in a position to fully implement this act with immediate effect.
We waited for and got the confirmation of Honorable Mr. Justice Retired Shivaji Pandey. And on the day that he gave his consent, because we would need somebody of that stature, a retired High Court judge, to agree to be chairman, that then you can fill up and constitute the board. It could have been a one-member board, but then to ensure and reiterate our commitment to human rights protection, we made it a three-member board.
Sports Minister Shakliar Warjri on Tuesday stated that the Sports Department and Meghalaya State Olympic Association MSOA has launched the LEAD program, in which 9 athletes have been chosen for training in preparation for competing at the international level and at the Olympics. The minister expressed hope that the trained athletes in the period of 3 years will be able to compete in the international level and even in the Olympics. Among the 9 athletes, 6 belong to athletics category, 2 in weightlifting and 1 in karate, and they all belong to different districts of the state.
So this program was to test all these athletes and to further send them for better training, you can say. So from these 14,500, we've selected 200, out of which some of them have dropped out, out of which 172 were selected, and after further training and further this thing, so we've selected 9 athletes. So these 9 athletes will now be trained for a period of 3 years, where from the government side, so in the course of 3 years, we're hoping that these 9 athletes after this training can represent our state on international level as well, and even Olympics.
The Federation of Rewar Mingi Local Darbar met up with Social Welfare Minister Paul Lingdaw to set up a village task force committee to tackle the drug menace in Rewar Mingi region. Speaking to reporters after meeting the minister on Wednesday, Publicity Secretary of the Federation, Edmund Kongnai, expressed shock that Peninsula, which is the headquarters of Rewar Mingi, has been listed as a drug hotspot in the state. Informed them that there were cases of drug seizure in Peninsula in the year 2022. The Federation has also suggested that an awareness campaign should be held in schools and other public places.
Jingala paiba aman lagi sinong ki school ki yo nang bang pensul tu paiba ba ke jingta ya une kenja jingdi upama na kabanta ki samla ki jongi kumong pi papa open sla bon ki samla ki ba ki wan na kalau yang langsam ka baduk dela de jia ba sakta huni drugs kan de ke jingma ga bakrau ya ka tan jiwa ke jongi na ma drugs u tep ba dei tang bo ong ba ki di nrai penmaru ke imlang salang nang ta ngi iba ki sen bala kan rei drugs ke jingma ka suk san ka shong suk ka shong singan ru ka lawan ra ke jingma habide ibat ka the ka than jiwa ke jongi nang ta ngila ai jingmur ye minister jongi bong banbu ya ka talasi ya ki kali man ka pot.
The Forest Man of India, Jadav Payeng, attended the 16th inaugural day of the Indian Institute of Management, Meghalaya, on Tuesday at the pristine location of Umsauli, where he also planted trees as part of the tree plantation drive within the campus of the institute. Delivering his speech on the inaugural day, Payeng said that lessons on preserving nature should start from pre-nursery students. He emphasized the importance of biodiversity and the need to educate young children about the significance of planting and nurturing trees. Later, speaking to reporters, the Padma Shri awardee advised the people of Meghalaya to not bring trees from Assam but to plant trees native to Meghalaya, which will, in a way, preserve biodiversity. A program was held to honour students who excelled in the recent SSLC examination and had participated in the Free Coaching Program 2022, an initiative led by Jawai MLA Wailad Miki Shilla on Tuesday. The program was held at Thomas Jones Synod College. Shilla graced the occasion as the chief guest, while Srimati A.P. Aim, the DSEO, was the guest of honour. The program aimed to address the challenges faced by students in subjects like maths and science. Shilla expressed his joy at the fact that 80% of the students who participated in the coaching program passed their exams, with some of them achieving a place in the top 20. The 8th Meghalaya State Shooting Championship came to an end on Sunday at the indoor shooting range of the Assam Regimental Centre, Happy Valley, Shillong. More than 60 shooters participated in the championship in different categories. The chief guest who graced the closing ceremony was Pinyait Singh Aim, CEM of KHADC. In his address, Pinyait Singh Aim lauded Shooting Association of Meghalaya, SAM, for the successful and smooth conduct of the championship. He also congratulated all shooters for their participation and also inspired them to carry on the good work and encouraged them to aspire to do better. Medals and certificates for 37 disciplines and categories of shooting were given away by the guests on the day. And a quick look at the weather report. The maximum temperature recorded was 24.9 degrees Celsius, the minimum 18 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 67%, while that in the evening rose to 72%. The forecast: light to moderate rain is very likely to occur at most places. And another quick look at the headlines before we wind up. President Draupadi Murmu hails Gondwana University Gadchicholi for imparting education to large number of tribal students and underprivileged groups. Government has notified 3-member advisory board, says Social Welfare Minister Paul Lingdaw. Nine athletes have been selected for training to compete at international level and Olympics, says Sports Minister Shakliar Warjari. And Federation of Rewar Mingi Local Darbar meets Social Welfare Minister Paul Lingdaw with a suggestion to set up Village Task Force Committee. Well, viewers, that's all we have in this edition of the Bulletin. Join us again tomorrow evening for more news and updates.